Well, good evening, everyone. It's 8 o'clock, and it's great to have all of you with us tonight, whether you're joining us from Zoom, which is awesome, or maybe you're watching us from YouTube or Facebook Live. Welcome to our Career Crash Course for tonight. My name is Ryan Fernandez, and I'll be your MC. Before we continue, I just want to make sure that everyone can see the screen of our sharer. Could you just comment in the chat box if you can see his screen and if you can hear me clearly? Because we're actually showing this through different platforms, and we just want to make sure that everyone can listen and engage in whatever way they want. Okay, thank you so much, Jim, Neftali, and Jason. Okay, thanks. Thank you for being engaged. I want to welcome you to tonight. I'm sure many of you are excited to be learning. Just to give you a rundown of what this event or this webinar is. This is actually called Career Crash Course, and every Thursday night we cover a different topic on business, on leadership, on personal growth. And tonight is no different. We invite a different speaker each time, and their talks are usually inspired and based off of very life-changing books. So tonight is going to be based on the book Mind Maps at Work by the author Tony Buzan. But I think that's actually wonderful because we can actually learn a lot from such a great read. Usually what stops many of us from learning from books is it takes time and it takes a bit of effort to read. And what we do each time we have Career Crash Course like this is we invite someone to get the best parts of the book or the parts that they think are most useful and share their insights so that you can immediately use it in your life, in your career, and with the people around you. And I just want to also read and welcome everyone who's watching tonight. We've got a bunch of people watching from different places. We've got Jeff, who's an NLP coach, watching from Las Piñas. We have Aris, who is a systems engineer all the way from Cebu. We've got Jonel, who's an IT professional from Manila. Welcome. We also have Louis. And we also have Sabina, who's a student, Rico, who's a doctor, Jim, who's an industrial engineer. Wonderful. We have a great variety of people. Titus, who's a privacy practitioner. We've got Kay, who's watching all the way from Milan, Italy. That's awesome. I don't know what time it is in Italy right now, but I hope you can stick around and learn with us. We've got some people much closer to home. We've got Delio from Baguio and a bunch of other people. Somebody from, we've got Ayan watching from Cebu, and Alex, who's an engineer from Quezon City, Ken, who's from Cebu, and welcoming some other people who are watching from Cagayan de Oro and Negros. Anyway, just keep those comments coming in. In fact, tonight, this is going to be the best way for you to engage. Please use the chat box to comment, to ask questions, and hopefully later we'll have some time to do a bit of Q&A with our guest speaker, and you can save those questions for now. Anyway, I'm so excited for this. Our speaker is no stranger to Career Crash Course. In fact, he's spoken for us a bunch of times. And oh, by the way, I forgot to tell who the sponsor of Career Crash Course is. Tonight's event, and actually all of our events, are actually organized and sponsored by Syzygy PH. Syzygy is a leadership search and development organization. We empower and equip professionals who want to be in business for themselves, who want to develop their leadership skills. And tonight is a free event by Syzygy. And later on, I'll talk a bit more about that. But again, going back, our speaker tonight is an engineer, an ECE graduate, actually. from De La Salle University. Do we have any other LaSallites watching tonight? Feel free to type. I know there are a few Ateneans.
Thank you.
And after working with Motorola as a manager, where he met his wife, Ambek, who was in HR, our speaker ventured into consulting and entrepreneurship. So he's a businessman. He's also a speaker. He talks a lot about operational excellence, and he's also a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt coach. So for some of you who are wondering what kind of martial art form that is, I will let him explain if it is a martial arts form. But tonight, we're going to learn a lot from him and hopefully take away some really helpful ideas to help us grow during this lockdown. Because some of the best ideas that we have, whether it's coming from the left side of your brain or the right side, might actually reveal themselves when you do mind mapping. So to talk to us more about how this works, help me welcome our speaker for tonight, Coach Ariel Driz. Hey, Ariel.
Hi, Ryan. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you well. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm excited to be here tonight. This is my second public webinar for today. So I had just I finished this afternoon on operational excellence, but tonight's going to be fun because we're going to talk. It's a book. The book. I'll show the picture later on. But the story behind the story here is that I think 2007, Tony Buzan went to the Philippines, and I was fortunate enough to sit down in his whole day seminar. Actually, that whole day seminar really made an impact on me because a good number of the things he taught on that course resonated with me, and I still use the tools that he taught us that day, including being able to write a poem. I'm an engineer. I don't write. The engineer don't write poetry. Okay, but at age 40, I was able to write my first poem, and I can actually, because of the training I had from him, I can write poetry at will. I actually do write it for my wife. I wish I had that skill when I was a teenager. I would have had better better dates at that time. But joking aside, it was a great time because that session helped trigger both my left and right brain. So tonight I'm going to share a little bit about mind maps, which is very pivotal. As Ryan told you, I'm an engineer. What does an engineer have to do with mind mapping? Well, a lot of it, because the main initial proponents of mind mapping, the original practitioners of mind mapping, were really technical people, believe it or not. Okay, this is the book, Tony Buzan. I'm not a salesman, but you can get it from Power Books and all that. Now this is the face of Tony Buzan with the mind map. He's in the middle. This is his website, www.tonybuzan.com. Okay, and from that, what's inside his website are the following: mind maps and the tools to improve. The books are there. Memory has some news on his website. He also offers training. He offers mind map software, which I don't really use. I tried it. It's okay, but I like the old style mind mapping. And his books are in over 150 countries in 30 plus languages. And he's an artist, poet, and he has universal skills. Okay, so that's Tony Buzan. Let me ask you a question. Are you stressed? It's okay to chat. Are you stressed? Okay. It could be an indication of something, or maybe you're blank. Okay, you're blank, or you're bored with your life. You're stressed, you're blank, you're bored, or you can't get things done. Okay, or you're distracted all the time. If you're any of the following, all of the following, very good. You're not that excitedly stressed. It's good. Okay, maybe The question is, are you using your brain? I'm not saying you're not using your brain, but are you utilizing your brain to the hilt? And I'm gonna, before we start on mind mapping, I'd like to just give you a little bit of a background on how the brain works. Not that I'm a physician like Dr. Rico or Dr. Well. I'm, you know, we will talk about how the brain works from an activity standpoint. Did you know that your brain it has two sides, the left and the right brain, and those two sides operate operate differently. Okay, you actually have like a demarcation between the two brains, the left and the right brain. The left brain deals with a lot of logic, and the right brain is your artistic side. No, I just want to do a quick survey. Do you consider yourself a left brain person or right brain person? Sige nga, left brain person, right brain person. And maybe you can type in your your background. So Jim is a left brain person. Sino to? Sabina, right brain. Si Katch is right brain. I can't believe it. Right, right brain, left brain, Charis. Mocha right. Left, engineer, banker, left. Okay, left. Maraming left now. Okay, left. Okay. Actually, a lot of right and left. We have a good balance because we're in the Philippines. If we were like in countries like I think Singapore like 10 years ago, and I say 10 years ago because they're trying to change that, most of the people in Singapore are left brain because the left brain are the logical people. By nature, I think if I know knowing what I know about myself, believe it or not, I'm my my default mode is right brain. Okay, it's in netfall a bit of both, but because of my engineering training, my most of the activities I've done is left brain. Okay, so when you deal with the logic, okay, you deal with what the left brain responds to are lines, sequences, okay, procedure, letters, numbers, and lists. This is what turns on your left brain. So when you do a lot of lines, you compute a lot of numbers, make lists, sequences, procedures, yan, left brain is the one working. Now, when you deal with color, okay, like this, and you try to draw images, and you have rhythm, okay, or you're aware, spatial awareness means the relative distances between people and things, okay, that is the more artistic side. Okay, it turns on your right brain. Okay, so left is about logic. The left brain deals with, gives us a good business sense from a business standpoint. It tells us what's logical and what would make sense. However, okay, the right brain will trigger creativity, imagination, okay, and fun and variety. Yan ang right brain. Not that if you're left brain, you're not fun, because you find fun in the logicalness of things. There are people like that. Okay, so here's the thing. Your left and the right, which do I use? Okay, the question is, which do I use? Well, the answer to that is both. Kailangan parehas. Because if you only use the left brain, it's like walking with your left foot. Only your left foot. If you walk with your right brain ka lang, puro ka right brain, ang nangyayari, you're just walking like with your right foot. You want to be able to use both sides of the brain, all the time. You want the left and the right to speak to each other all the time, because that is more efficient. It will allow you to focus better, make decisions better, coordinate better, brainstorm better. Okay, and there are proofs to that. Okay, now here's the thing: once you use both your left and right brain, you create neural pathways across your brain. And the better you utilize your brain, the better efficient you are, the more creativity you have, the better decisions you have, and you have more energy because the brain drives all our motor functions. It drives all our thinking processes. Okay, so when your left and right brain are not talking to each other, you're half utilizing your brain. Actually, sinabi nga 1% lang eh. You know why? Because we're only using one side of the brain. There are several left and right brain activities that triggers you. Okay, if you like to play piano, yung classical music, okay, that suits your brain because it's a left and right brain activity. When you read the piano pieces, ano yun, left brain, okay, and the logicalness of how you place it, but the music that you produce from it creates right brain activity. So as you get good like with classical piano, your activity, it stimulates most of your brain. Notice a lot of doctors, no, yung mga galing, no, they like classical music. Okay? Yung minsan, di ba, pagka yung mga bata, pinapakinggan mo ng classical music yung mga sanggol. So if you're gonna have a baby, make sure they have classical music in hand. Now, yung rock and roll music, hindi ko lang alam masyado. But see, there's another study, Masaru Misono yata or something like that, Japanese. He played different types of music in water, okay? And depends on the type of music you play, the water reacts and it also reacts in your body. But that's another topic, related topic by the way. But the important thing is you want your left and right brain to now, did you know that most geniuses are ambidextrous? Ano yung ibig sabihin ng ambidextrous? Anybody? Okay, ano yung ibig sabihin ambidextrous? Okay, ambidextrous. You can use your left and right. Tama. Most geniuses are ambidextrous. If you're watching, anong tawag dito, si Michael Jordan in the Last Dance, notice when he was in his peak, he can use his left and right hand because yung left route connected sa right brain, yung left connected sa right brain, and yung right connected sa left brain. No? But he can use both. No? Some of them are leaning towards the right side like Leonardo da Vinci. Ang ano dyan is you have a dominant side. Okay? You have a dominant side. When you have a dominant side, that you normally lean on that. However, you need to have a conscious effort to trigger both your left and right brain. Now, yun ang maganda. Now, ang kagandahan nito is if you use mind mapping, you are able to trigger both your left and right brain. Yan. Now, mind map uses both sides. This is a mind map of creative intelligence. We'll talk about how you're gonna build this. If you notice, it has branches, okay? Puro curve, and there's a significance to that because it triggers your creativity, okay? Whenever I have a talk that I'm met with a roadblock or I write for a magazine called Kerygma and Bidake, okay? When I have a problem with my writing, or I'm going to do a talk, nahirapan ako to organize my thoughts, I do a mind map, okay? Because the mind map triggers my left and right brain, okay? You want to be able to be creative in note taking, expanding your mind, etc. But we'll go through how a mind map works. This is an example of mind map. It uses both left and right brain. Okay, let's move on. Now, what multiplies ideas is association. Okay, your brain is a tool to multiply ideas by association. The mind map, okay, creates association and at the same time connection. Yung dalawang yan. That is why mind mapping is very powerful as an exercise for your brain. Even if you think parang matagal, what happens is, late in this pandemic, I've been doing a lot of mind mapping. I've been studying a lot of subjects lately, and I do a mind map of what I'm studying. Okay, and because of that, I'm able to plan out, and I'm able to recall a lot of the things I I was studying. I wish when I was taking my board exam or I was in college, I knew about mind mapping. Actually, in Singapore, since most Singaporeans are left brain, they're training their kids to do mind mapping. So it triggers both the left and the right brain at the same time. Okay, that's a fantastic thing about mind maps. It triggers both your left and right brain. This is the picture of Leonardo da Vinci. Kilala niyo ba si Leonardo da Vinci? He's one of the foremost geniuses, in human history. And Leonardo da Vinci has a lot of works. If you notice, this is one of his notes. This is the flying machine, the very first flying machine that was conceptualized. Okay, was from Leonardo da Vinci. And if you notice yung kanyang notes, it has a lot of drawings, a lot of connections like a mind map. Okay, and this was the very first evidences of mind mapping. Okay, and the way he does a lot of note taking, there are a lot of drawings. Okay, this is Mona Lisa. If you notice the face of Mona Lisa, there's a science and an art to Mona Lisa. It is perfectly symmetrical. So Leonardo da Vinci used art to create his science, yung flying machine. At the same time, he used science to create his art. That is why it's so symmetrical. If you notice the sketches behind the Mona Lisa, ang makikita mo dyan is the eyes are very symmetrical, the face is symmetrical. Actually, they say this is also a self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci as a lady. So he has a little bit of a sense of humor. Another guy that used his left and right brain is this guy. Kilala niyo ba to? Si Albert Einstein. We know Albert Einstein as the guy who is a scientist and invented the E is equal to mc squared. A lot of people thought that E is equal to mc squared was derived from a lot of science and a lot of math. But actually, the conceptualization of the theory of relativity came from his art. Okay, a lot of his artistic insight gave pushed Albert Einstein to be able to create this the mathematical equations that he was able to conceptualize. The best known being E is equal to mc squared. Energy is equal to mass times the squared of speed of light. Kasi one day he was sitting on a train, and the train beside the train suddenly, sped up, and it gave a sensation that he was going backwards when it's not, and that started his mental process. And his art actually helped him with this. Did you know that Einstein was a violinist? He was a good violinist. I don't know if he's famous for violin. Not a scientist, but as an artist. Okay? No? Itong sinabi nga niya, true art is characterized by an irresistible urge in the creative artist. Okay? Sinabi niya, I'm enough an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. There's a guy named Dan Pink. Sabi niya, the right brain, okay, the artists will rule the world. You know what? Because a lot of the left brain activities are going to be automated. Okay. But to the right brain folks, you need to also tap in your left brain to organize a lot of this stuff. Okay. Ito rin, Albert, it is the supreme art of teacher to awaken the joy of in creative expression and knowledge. And probably I'll jump on this quote, because when you do mind mapping, what it creates in me is the joy of doing my work. When I plan for my business, I do a lot of mind mapping, especially when I have a goal, because it creates in me an imagination, it creates in me a vision that what I want to do. Okay. It also tells you what, when you're planning out a project, it gives you a holistic view of everything in the project. When an engineer plans out a project, ang nangyayari is, yes, it's efficient. Yes, it's exact. But the problem is, the engineer tends to forget empathy on the person using your system. Nagkakaroon ng walang empathy. Kaya uso ngayon yung customer empathy and all that. Okay. On the other hand, kung puro ka customer empathy and you have no perception of what the system should be, that's also a problem. So you need to be able to do both the left and the right brain. Okay. The art will help the science will help the art. This is from Einstein's highly creative thought experiments to Leonardo da Vinci's richly illustrated notebooks. This is part of the notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci. Renowned geniuses have discovered that expressing ideas visually is very powerful indeed. Okay? Visual is very powerful. These are the dyslexic talents. Naka-mind map siya. You know that there are a lot in politics, dyslexics. Si Washington Churchill was a dyslexic. General Patton was a dyslexic. You would have imagined that these guys are technical guys. Stage screen, okay? Cher, Goldberg, Izzard, Ritchie, Tom Cruise is dyslexic. Billionaires, Peter Branson. We were just with Peter Branson last December. Oh, billionaire, unbelievable guy. Okay. Now, why do I mention the dyslexics? The dyslexics have a very weak left brain. They have a strong right brain. Okay. But they have to find a way to figure that out. Illustration helped them a lot. Okay, Einstein, Faraday, and Edison were dyslexics. These are the geniuses of our time, and yet they are dyslexic. Da Vinci was a dyslexic. Okay, so what is mind mapping for? There are a lot of benefits in mind mapping. I don't have the book around, but the benefits of mind mapping is you're able to have an overview of everything. Yes, it triggers your brain to be able to memorize easily. It's simple, fast. So from a technician standpoint, it helps your brain. It equips your brain to be equipped to memorize to a lot of these brain functions. It helps in collaboration and in brainstorming, sharing ideas. It helps, ito palaki, planning on projects. Being able to look at your goals and strategies, okay? Because it is easier on the brain. The times that you are not able, nabablock yung brain mo, is the time your brain parang napapagod or nabobore. When your brain gets bored, that's a problem. Okay? And when you do mind mapping and you do a lot of creativity, notice you don't have straight lines here. It's all curved. That's part of the science. Kasi once your brain starts to napapagod siya or the brain starts to get bored, nawawala yung creativity. So projects, goals, strategies, creativity is sparked by mind mapping, ideas, innovation, and thoughts. Productivity, how to be more efficient. Okay, a lot of the projects that were critical for me, I had to do a mind map. So projects that needed to be done, goals that I needed to do. Okay, the mind mapping helped me a lot. So sa office, pwede mo gamitin ng mind mapping. Sa personal life, you do mind mapping. I've been doing that a lot. If I'm taking notes in a talk, I do a mind mapping. If I'm reading a book, and that's important to me, mind mapping. Okay, and I've been doing that lately also. When you're preparing a talk, you need to speak, and you need to get everything. Want to consider everything mind mapping. If you're designing a system, mind mapping is very important. Okay. Now, ano yung tools ng mind mapping? May software na mind mapping, don't get me wrong. But to me, even as a Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, to me, low tech before high tech. Okay? Kasi, it just works better because the activities of your brain are hang up. Kumbaga, yung CPU ng brain mo, napupunta sa computer, nawawala yung creativity. Okay? Is mind mapping like doodling? Yeah, you can say that. Okay. Can understand messy notes, sabi niya ni Vanya. I have had time try to understand with my own notes as long as it passes. Okay. Okay. So it increases creativity. These are the tools in mind map. You don't need a lot of tools actually. Nilagyan ko lang to. Ang tool in the first one is you need a white paper, Koponban. You may want to avoid the ones with the lines because it's sorts of limiting your brain. Okay? Maraming ano, no? I'd like to buy this one. I'm not, this is exactly what I like to yung Sketchpad. Okay? May sinabi si Antonio Lucas, manual to digital. Yeah, you can do digital, no problem. It's just as that's my preference. Experience ko, the great mind mappers are the ones who doing manual. And I'd like to do digital to document it. Okay? Now, then you need to have a lot of color. Well, good number of colors, at least 3 colors. No? So I have this. I like highlighters lately. You can color pens, sign pens, etc. Okay, so these are your tools. Now, this is a busy slide. I agree, but I was I was struggling up to this time kanina. Yung dami kong material on this one, but I'd like to keep it simple na lang. Okay. Now, how to mind map? This is a mind map of a mind map. Okay ba yan? Okay, the first one is to start at the center of the blank landscape page. So notice, landscape, ideally with a colorful image to represent your subject. Now, yung nasa gitna is your subject. How to mind map? Now, ang rule of thumb, I've been trying to look at where it is. The rule of thumb is the center subject should be, you can draw, okay, pwedeng words din, pero importante colorful. You at least 3 colors. So to start to trigger your mentality, okay, your creativity. You want paper, blank landscape, start. Next, you want to use words, okay, throughout your map, wherever possible, use keywords printed along the line. Each word sits at its own line. You want to use images, you can draw. I'm not good at drawing. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. Images at the center. Okay. And you want 3 colors. You want words, print, single, and keywords only. You don't need the whole paragraph. Okay. When you write paragraphs in your mind map, it doesn't work because it kills the creativity and the flow. You want the flow. Next, you want to create lines to associate between ideas as clear as possible. So you want lines that connect. The thicker lines, para siyang roots at the center, it goes thicker and thinner as you go out radially. Radially siya. The length, okay, is, you have length, and each length, yung every word should be equal to the length. Gets you ba? So notice the length of the word is equal to the line. And at the same time, as much as possible, you want only 1 word per branch. Because Tony Buzan was very strict on this. Kasi once you have more than 1 word in a branch, it kills the creativity. So kasi the lines, the length is as long as the word and the image. And it should be organic and flowing. Notice, pwede isang sentence siya, pwede nilagyan ng branch. Now, the style is, it should be fun. You're having large fonts, small fonts, no problem. You want to create personal, it's your personal style, and you want to create beauty. The structure should be radiant in nature. So it creates a hierarchy, radially out. It's very good for the brain, okay? And associations, the structure, the lines will create associations and will trigger your imagination. It's radiant and it has a hierarchy. Now, let me ask you a question. If I were, notice, sino dito ang nag-grocery? Nag-grocery. Yeah, good, Alex. Hi, welcome, Alex. You are my student. Naalala ko, okay, Alex and Katz, okay? You do groceries. Do you create, I'm sure pretty much Ian, you create grocery lists, right? Gumagawa kayong grocery list, right? Always. Notice, if you create a grocery list, especially if you've done it the first time, hindi siya kompleto. Bakit? Because when you create a list, only your left brain works. So titingnan mo, okay, if you're trying to create a grocery list, ang unahin mo is what? Bread. Anong susunod sa list mo? The next one on the list is always dependent on the precedent item. So kung bread, ang susunod dyan, butter. Anong susunod? Cheese. Anong susunod? Egg. Anong susunod? Okay? Margarine. Susunod, hot dog, cold cuts. Notice if you create a list, okay, may beer pa raw. You create a list, you end up buying the same classification of stuff. Nabili mo puro puro pagkain, puro inumin. Okay? Then you forget the other stuff like yung toiletries, you forget a lot of stuff, the things for the pets, etc. Because when you're in a list, it's not visual, it only triggers your left brain, and it only triggers this triggered based upon what is the preceding one. Now, when you do a mind map, para na siya to Ryan's point, it looks like your nervous system. Yes, precisely. This is very friendly to your brain. It's weird, but yeah, it's true. Try it out. Okay? Now, this is a mind map of Leonardo da Vinci. Nakita nyo? It's very intricate. No? So, yung application, whole brain siya. Notice, even whole brain, nilagyan ng hyphen to be one. Experience. Notice the words and the branches are one. And self-explanation. The application is, it triggers, okay, what are the qualities of Leonardo da Vinci? Whole brain thinking. He engages in visualization and appreciation. The whole brain viewing, seeing and picturing imagination. Yung picturing, it's about depth of perspective. The whole brain talks about exploration, freshness, and newness. Okay, ito yung perspective ng author ng mind map about Leonardo da Vinci. He also talks about application of continuous uncertainty and mistakes. Okay, and on and on and on. We're gonna jump to, so this one is about Leonardo da Vinci. These are some of the mind map principles. I want to go through this one because this will help you create your own mind map. Now, it should be number one, organic. Yeah. When you say organic, the drawing should be curves. It's free-flowing branches, like your nervous system, like a tree. Mas makapal sa gitna, luminipis. Thicker, then going thinner. Okay, it radiates out. Okay, radiate out. You thick, pag inner, thin, outer. Okay, it radiates outwards. Now, again, this is where Tony Buzan was very strict. One word per branch generates most creativity. Okay, one word, tapos isang branch per branch. Okay, that's how it's done. Okay, one rule frequently, okay, broken. Ano yung sinasabi niya? Ito madalas na rule na binebreak. Yung one word per branch, binebreak. It's not optimum. The next one is word length. The word length should be equal to the branch length. Kung gaano more or less kahaba yung branch, word, gano'n din kahaba yung branch. Notice niya na ipinin word length para madayo ng content, naging one word. Okay? This ensures that the link between the two is maintained. You want to create the word length is equal to branch length and therefore most likely to be remembered. The next one is color. Color stimulates your imagination, enables you to remember more. Yeah, minsan you have only one colored pen. Kaya I like to have multiple colored pens so I can have color when I do mind mapping. I buy a lot of, bumili ako mga Sharpie and all that. So I'll show you a little bit of the mind maps I've done. Okay? Easier, faster, makes the process more fun. And it stimulates your imagination, your brain. It is less boring. Okay? And you learn faster and easier. If you want your kids to enjoy learning, teach them how to do mind mapping. Okay? And guess what? If you want to enjoy learning, reading books, create a mind map of the book. Next, images. An image is worth 1,000 words, so to speak, di ba? So, you know that images are done by geniuses when they take notes. Si Beethoven, Darwin, Da Vinci, use all of them. Okay, images are humans' way to communicate. It's a universal language. Okay, Now, images are 1,000 words. Now, let's go to the next one. Words are not important. Words are not alone are not important. It's actually these images that will create that are important. Choose words that create the clearest image. Dapat may clarity ang words mo. So you don't want ano na yung you don't even want two words in one branch. Kaya one word and you want to pick the right word. Okay? Again, you don't have to be OC about it. Just let it flow. Okay? Mind mapping is about flow. Words generate images that are important. Nakita nyo? Words generate. Tapos isang branch ulit images that are important. Now, in the process, if you have other ideas, it can branch out again. Words alone are not important. The last thing is clarity. You want clarity, print clarity, structure clarity of thought. This is an artwork. A mind map is an artwork of your thought. Okay? You want to stick to the principles. But if you have to break the rules, sorry for the typo, you need to have enough experience to break some of the rules. Okay? I suggest you stick to the rule. Ang pinaka one word, one branch. Okay? And colorful, organic. Now, this is another perspective of mind mapping. Branches, you read at the center, another to edge. Clockwise to start. Ito sinasabi niya, you want to do clockwise. Okay? Now, you want to have a central idea in the middle with image bright and understandable. Better 3 colors. Simple rules. 1 word, iba-ibang branch per branch usually. Kasi mahirap yan. No? Another one, make distinct with colors, fonts, size, and all. Okay? Clear in terms of edit, of common. Edit, move branches, and change order. Ito images. Pictures, want to create pictures, icons, and clip arts. You want to reflect, to evaluate, revise, reorder, simplify, and extra details. Okay? You can also jump around. Pwedeng non-linear. Don't worry. It is a mind map. Okay? Now, this is another way. I won't go through this one, but ito marami siyang rules of like yung one word per but I place this because of some of the points he places. Curve your branches. Why? Because straight lines are boring. Okay? This one nag-break siya ng rule. Okay? Pero let's sabi niya, you want to curve your branches because straight lines are boring. It's more interesting to the brain kung curve siya. Thick lines to thin lines. You draw pictures, use paper. Okay? Computer versus hand drawings. Computer downsides may restrict you. Slows down your creative process. Paper benefits. Easier to follow and allows more freedom. So nakita nyo, a lot of the veteran mind mappers, they're not a big fan of the computers. Although Tony Buzan himself has how should I say this? Has a software that he sells. Okay, it's not exactly the same when you draw. This is a mind map, guys. This one I did for my other class. No? So let's say your name is June. Mag-party tayo. That's you're going to create a mind map for your party. So it with more than 3 colors, landscape. Use images, symbols, and dimensions. Select keywords. Okay? Then select keywords that and print using upper lowercase letters. Ito. So you look at the main categories. Ito. Ano yung gimmick sa party? Party tayo. Saan? Budget. Okay? Each word must be alone sitting on its own line. Okay? And make the lines the same length as the image. And the lines must be connected starting with the central image and radiates up. So this one, gimmick saan, budget, bisita, food, drinks. So it's, then after that, so ano yung gimmick? Darts, costume, billiards, banda, o pang 80 side A. Saan? Sa house, October 13. Anong budget? Sa akin, so patak-patak, daddy or skay boss. Bisita, from the office, kabarkada, boss. So this is a portion of the mind map. Food and drinks. Okay? This is the mind map I did. I listened to a guy named Skip Ross, and you notice I'm using my sketchboard. Okay? It was a live stream from Skip Ross, okay, lately. So it talks about growth, and I documented what he's saying, okay? And actually, etong Skip stock na to, it had three sheets of paper, okay? So notice, then I have a lot of color. I like highlighters. This one I created lately. Vision, medyo personal to sa amin. Vision, mission, dreams. Okay? And this is about CCG lead. This is our group. Then I just try to conceptualize what I had in mind for our organization. This is a plan that we're doing. Okay? This is a project I did years ago. I think, I recreated my mind map. We were looking for a factory site selection across Asia. And these were the things that that we considered: yung government, red tape, stability, infrastructure, manpower options. Okay, facility. I wish yung IATF did a little bit of mind mapping too. This one is, this is not mine. This is an example. Ang key dito, they broke a lot of rules, is sometimes you want, like what I did, if there is another main topic, I can create another circle. Para sa subtopic nung when I hit a certain key idea, I create a circle. So I create another mind map. Lumalaki siya, nanganganak siya. This one is from Paul Foreman, one of the more famous mind mappers. Benefits of water. Helps, recommended, counts, hydration, essential. Okay? It helps in digestion, diet, flushes, and all that. If you have a goal, you can do that. This is time management. This is a nice mind map. Okay? So it talks about mind tools, speed reading, mind maps. Okay? It talks about delegation. And notice it has a lot of, what I like about this mind map, it has a lot of creativity and a lot of picture. You want to draw. Now, if you're not big on drawing, it's okay. Try it out. And nobody's gonna laugh. Ikaw lang naman yan eh. Okay? But the nice thing about it is, like, it's an artwork, but at the same time, it's brain work. It's artwork, brain work, it's organizing work. And it allows you to be creative. Now, what I'd like you to do with the time, the little time we have, okay, maybe 5 minutes, I'd like you to create a choose from any, okay? And I'd like you to react based on I asked some of you to have their pens and papers, right? I don't know if you have time to. Siguro in the next one, we'll have people to share their mind maps. But I'd like you to create a mind map. Choose any. Your bucket list. What is your bucket list? Okay? Create a bucket list, or 21 travel places before you're 50. Okay ba? Siguro naman, ano yan. Kung gusto dagdagan, okay din. What are your retirement plans? And retirement doesn't mean you're 65. It could be, you can retire in 3 years' time. Or wealthy at 40. Okay? So you can create a bucket list of any of this. And I'd like to, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes or 3 minutes to do that. No, 3 to 5 minutes. But I'd like you to be able to do that. Okay? Tama. Alan Presto says, it's sometimes I use post-it on the wall, then connect it with string, like Agile. Yes. Okay? Sige. Try it now. Can we try it now? I told some of you to get a piece of paper, white paper. Kung walang talagang white, do something and start to create a mind map. Okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to follow all the rules that I said. And I don't know if you can actually take a picture of that and post it if you're using a computer, post it in your slide computer. If you can share it, mas maganda. But if not, it's fine. I just want you to try it out, and I want your reactions on your chat, in the chat. Okay, sige nga, tingnan natin. Okay. Thank you, Nessie, for the kind words. I hope we can do this again. I'd like to do this in like a Zoom party. Okay, in a Zoom party, I plan to do something with my group. Okay, now, sige, Sab, try it out. Okay, can you try it out right now? I'd like to welcome all those who are here for the first time. Welcome to CCG. career crash course. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Okay. Try it out, 2 minutes lang. I don't have much time, but we'll see. Ano bang inyong nakikita? Hi, Kay Mendoza from Italy. Okay. Nessie from Italy. Maraming tiga-Italy tayo lately, ah. Ryan, I'd like to unmute you. So how do you find it? Are you trying out the mind mapping process right now?
Yeah, Ariel. I'm actually going with 21 travel places.
Okay, good.
The way that, we're doing it, it's really a rush of ideas. Kasi
Tama,
one
diba?
leads to another, which leads to another. Para siyang chain reaction.
Correct. And it's exciting, right?
Yeah.
Actually, you're like a kid again.
Yeah, and my paper is so small. I need a board.
Kaya I like the sketchboard, yung a sketch pad. I buy the one yung malaki yung sa National Bookstore. I buy that one. And those are my notes. That's like business planning for me.
A giant sketch pad would be really perfect for this because you can really go as detailed as you want and let it jump around.
Yes. And when you're planning out a presentation, you can do that as well. You can do this as well. And when you're brainstorming with your team, diba, sa company, this is the best way. Actually, I forgot to tell you a story. Yung may economic development board, I think the top economic giants, main leaders were I think it was in Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken. And they were doing a brainstorming session on how to go to the next level, about economic policies. And a lot of these leaders were talking around and they were brainstorming. Alam mo, at the background, there were people who were drawing. You know what they were drawing? Mind maps of everything that was said.
Interesting.
Okay. So that ginagawa na, nagma-mind map sila at the back. Actually, to me, when I do brainstorming sessions with my clients, I'm the one speaking in front and I interview them what's happening and all that. I would do mind maps. And then I would organize their thoughts in doing a mind map. So this is one of my, people say I'm a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. It's technical. Actually most of the tools I use are very qualitative in nature. This one is one of them, mind mapping. Okay, so this is very useful in corporate, very useful in business, very useful in your personal life, your creative life. Okay. Okay, anybody who finished their nag-progress sa kanilang mind mapping, any feedback? How did you find it?
Yeah, let me read some of the comments of people. Okay, I'm gonna start with okay. According to Aldi and Maya, kulang ang papel.
Kulang talaga.
Absolutely agree. Revanth says, mind maps really play out a great role in S/W development. They help to point out important things and also help in understanding the architecture of the project. Jim says, challenging bucket list. Absolutely. Sometimes we forget, part of planning isn't just planning for work, but planning for our lives. So what is your bucket or bucket? Bucket ka nagtatrabaho, no? Kay says, glad to be here with Ateneo LSE.
So may tiga-Ateneo na dito, Ryan.
Yes. Dalawa kami.
Panalo naman kayo sa basketball eh.
Si Dr. Ruel, ano yan?
Lasal yan.
Half blue yan, half green.
Okay.
We have, Chester Ian says, doing a bucket list mind map di pa tapos. It's easy till the third degree. And then you can really go places. The details after that needs more time and thinking. Yeah.
Oh.
And that's a good challenge. We have Sister Jessica. Sis says she's done with her bucket list. Begins with something that will happen soon. Then the last was a goal place. Nice.
Well, it's nice.
Yeah. Neftali says needs a bit of time to get used to in creating, but it is a great exercise for the mind. Absolutely agree. It's brand new. It's a new experience. So anything new feels kind of like exciting and a little bit, am I doing this right as well? But there is no wrong, right?
Just keep to the guidelines, but there's no wrong. Ito, klasiko, si Ronald Erlano. Bucket list.
Yeah.
All branches age from 55 to 80 years old. Ganyan talaga pag tumatanda, Ronald.
Pwede rin. No. So many of us are used na merong rules, when we do things.
Yeah,
that suddenly
let it yourself go.
Yeah, it's very liberating.
Oh, Grace says it's like a brain workshop, right? Tama, Grace. And we have our meeting next week. We'll do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Retirement plans.
Okay, we have
okay, go ahead.
A bit of sharing from Kichi. Kichi says retirement plans, 4 main branches: investment, self-sustaining expenses or allowance for parents, savings target, and then other earnings aside from job. Still adding twigs on the branches. Well, your twigs can also have twigs.
Yeah, you can also have yung may circle kung marami, no? Pag nag-multiply.
Yeah.
Ryan, rise up the neurons in your brain. Ano? Talagang nakikita niyo yung neurons niya. Can sometimes be stale in the current lockdown. This one is great right now in the current lockdown. Like I'm telling you, do the mind map of things you want to plan out for your career, for your travel, your plans. Siguro mag-birthday party ka, it's your 25th birthday. Yeah, you can do that. Or what else? What maybe businesses that you're trying to think about? Yun, that's good. Semi-finished, okay? Bucket list, sino to? Si Alex. Hi, Alex. I think Alex was my student in one of the major corporations I conducted. A personal business setup, countries to visit, travel, maximize career development for future yourself. Great. Okay, si Ken. Doing bucket list. 7 main branches for me now. I will continue with this later. Okay? Kala ko si Sister Jess, which is more effective in business, mind mapping or semantic mapping? I'm not too familiar with semantic mapping, but in my corporate experience, especially in the industries I'm involved in, I've done in BPO, supply chain, manufacturing, all that. I do a lot of mind mapping. Mind mapping related to mnemonics, yeah, you can say that. Okay, but mind mapping is more creative, if you ask me. Olive, amazing topic. Watch for FB Live. Okay, you can explore. This is one whole workshop actually. If you ask me, Ryan, we can spend 3 hours online just discussing about this.
Maybe that's what we should do in the future.
Oh, yes.
It's not like we're going anywhere.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, but I'd appreciate can we consider the root cause analysis of one mind map activity? Actually, pwede naman. Kasi there are many types of problem solving, no? Meron kang and one of them is creative problem solving. When you do creative problem solving, you normally use the mind maps. And creative problem solving is you have no clue, you have no data. All you have are the experts in the process in the one room, but they do not have data. So you can create a mind map, okay, of your RCAs. Okay, thank you. We'll do a part 2. Yeah, this is one mind map. Nakita nyo? Wow, this is future versus present. PJ, how many association levels would you consider as overthinking? Actually, mind mapping is you'll find a place wherein you'll mag-stop ka na, PJ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then the next step after mind mapping is organizing your thoughts or trying to pick out the ones that you want to work on. For example, you did a mind map of your plans for the month. Okay, so you have all sorts of then the next step really is you want to prioritize. Okay? You will know when you're at the tapos na. Tapos na yung brain mo and you can make the decision. So you don't overthink. This is to avoid experience brain strain. Yeah. Ako when I do mind mapping, on the contrary, my brain is energized. But when your brain starts to feel tired, you can stop. You can
But
stop.
when the momentum begins to slow down,
wala na, tapos na. Okay?
yeah,
But that's a good question, PJ.
the rush is over.
Okay, thanks for appreciate. I think also that it is effective using the 5 learning cycle. Yes. Accompany yes, I agree. Ang dami niya, no? Oh, yes. Now, eto naman, this is Cinderella story. Nakita niyo ba? So if you're wanna read, actually I had a full-blown Bible study this pandemic. I have many mind maps of what we studied. So iba they like to memorize the verse. Ako I'd like to do a mind map of what I studied. It comes to my mind more, mas dumidikit siya. This is Cinderella. Okay, nakita mo. This is
I like how the center is actually the pumpkin carriage.
Yeah. And I think you need
they were really being creative. Yeah.
Because the center figure triggers your creativity. And it's not boring kasi you're setting yourself and there's nobody who's gonna critique what you've done. Kasi I'm not much of an artist, I like art, but see, kagandahan sa mind map, it's ikaw lang eh. It's you. Okay? The important thing is your mind is excited to start thinking.
Yeah.
How do you make sure that you're not over planning in the mind map push you to action? Does it actually? Well, actually, to me, when I'm excited, I'm pushed to action. Iyan eh. Diba? So, kasi when like when I'm doing my business, what gets me into action is if I have a strong goal that excites me. Okay? Sa mind map, pagdating mo sa fringes, maano ka na eh, mapapagod ka na, and maybe that's it. And you want to re-review and now you create a more structured plan to support your mind map. Is there any profound standard on mind map scoring rubrics? Wala naman, ma'am. Okay, Sister Jesh. There are no, kaganda sa mind map, there are really no rules. Yung the ones I gave, yung principles are more guidelines. Okay? But at the end of the day, the success of your mind map is determined by the actions you take. Di ba? But kagandahan sa mind map kasi, it is a tool for you to trigger both sides of your brain so you can have fresh ideas, fresh insights, creative ideas. Okay? No. Okay. O sige. Wow, I'm really excited. It's 9 o'clock, Ryan. I don't think we have much time, but I'd like to turn you over the mic. But I'd like to appreciate everyone, their enthusiasm in this subject. This is it's a different book. Normally we have more serious topics, but this is a fun topic, and yet it has serious implications in our productivity. Okay? O nga, kulangan time. Next time we'll do something or fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I think even if we just stop talking and let everyone just do their own thing for another hour, everyone would be fine, right?
Yeah, I know. But okay.
Yeah. But it is something very liberating, I think, for many of us. And perhaps for some of you, you've already discovered, new ideas have begun sparking. I actually did, Ariel, the 21 travel places. And I don't know if you can see, but I began jotting down not just the country, but the city. And then from the city, what in the city I want to see. And there's momentum to it. So it's a rush. So thank you again, Ariel. That was actually a very uh, enlightening, very informative sharing. I liked how you showed instead of explained, diba? This is one of those ideas where it's better to show it than to describe it because it's so visual, and the connection between imagery and words, it's better just to like display examples. No, and I think everyone agrees with that. We've got so many people commenting. I just want to share that currently we have 114 people on Zoom. Kanina it was 120.
Yeah.
And about like yeah, I'm not counting who's watching on YouTube and Facebook, but maybe something like 130 watching all in all.
Yeah.
So great to have
My wife
everyone
is
here.
watching in YouTube. Kasi hindi
Okay,
na
yeah.
makapasok eh.
Okay, your number one fan is watching on YouTube.
Okay.
This is actually not the first time we've invited Ariel to speak, and definitely this won't be the last time. And like some of you have been commenting, maybe we can invite you, Ariel, to cover with us maybe a more thorough mind mapping session in the future. But again, this doesn't end Crash Course. In fact, we talk about different ideas each week, and we invite you to check out everything that we cover. So tonight we covered mind maps, which is actually based off the mind mapping method by Tony Buzan. But I also want to talk about what's in store for you in the coming days. And sorry, Ariel, I'm just gonna borrow the screen.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I will stop it. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, all of our speakers each week are volunteers. So they're practicing professionals in their different fields. Nobody is just a speaker by, because they want to be a speaker. They're actually readers and learners on their own right, and they share a book that they love, or they share the lessons that they read from the books. So tonight, our speaker, Ariel, is actually an engineer. Next week, our speaker is a doctor. So somebody who's, I would assume, would be very much in the left brain side of things. But if you actually get to meet him, Dr. Roel is maybe even more of a right-brained surgeon. And he's going to be sharing something that's very interesting. It's a book called Career Shift. And this is actually a local author's work, Miss Penny Bongato. I've actually met her in person. And this is a book about reinventing yourself. And maybe that's something that's very timely during the lockdown. For many of us, maybe some people who, it's happened to them. Their business, their career, their job has somehow been disrupted, or maybe even permanently changed because of what's happening. And there is no better time to consider reinventing yourself than right now. And rather than me trying to describe the book, I'm going to call on our guest sharer for next week to share a few words. So let me call on our speaker. Dr. Roel, as you can all see, is a surgeon. He's actually a cancer surgeon with St. Luke's and some other hospitals. He is also a lecturer and a speaker in places like Salamat Doc and some radio shows. And he's also part of our business community. So, Roel, you can speak now. Can you just tell us what to expect next week?
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Roel Tolentino. I am a surgical oncologist. And like Ariel, I was a former engineering student from LaSalle until I shifted to BS Biology. Yan ang unang career shift ko. And aside from being a surgical oncologist, I'm also a business leadership personality coach. Sometimes I'm a stand-up comedian, di ba? And I have so many career shifts in my life. And the author, Miss Penny Bongato, is a friend of mine. And next week, I will talk on how to have a better and successful life whether you are in business or in other careers, you might consider to have a career shift, you know, especially during this time of uncertainties. I think uh, it is the right time to think about having a career shift or having a part-time source of income and something like that. And with that, I would like to invite everyone next Thursday at 8 p.m. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Roel. Oh, so next Thursday, you can expect another very interesting topic from somebody else and career shift. So Roel actually, Dr. Roel shifted from engineering to medicine. Who would have expected? And as I understand, Roel, you also took your undergrad and your med school from La Salle, and then you took your master's, your MBA from Ateneo. So I think that's another kind of shift as well. So we're very excited to learn from you and see you next week, Doc. Okay, Ariel also talked about discovering new things, while doing mind mapping. And one of the things that many people have discovered over the lockdown is new opportunities. I know personally of people who've discovered that they can bake as a side business or they can bike and deliver things to augment their income because their income's been affected. I've met people who have actually started doing, TikTok professionally, and many other examples of people who, because of the need to find solutions, discovered something new about themselves. And there's no better time to realize that entrepreneurial spirit than these days. I'd like to invite all of you to another event by Syzygy, our sponsor tonight, called Bouncing Forward Opportunities in a Time of Crisis. So many of us are thinking, how do we bounce back to the way things were before? But, if we're honest ourselves, there's really no going back. The world and our lives have been changed irrevocably. But we can bounce forward. We can be proactive. We can prepare better for the months ahead and to create maybe a backup plan. And tomorrow night, we're going to cover the concept of creating a new source of income, maybe a possible business, by tapping into existing trends today. Because unless you are not connected on social media, unless you don't read the news, there are certain trends today which have created business opportunities for some people, even while others have been disrupted. So we'll talk about that tomorrow night. If you're the kind of person who feels like you're in a crossroads tonight, you're looking for maybe solutions, opportunities, maybe other things where you can grow in, we invite you tomorrow night. It's going to be on Zoom. We won't have it on Facebook Live. This is more uh, uh, personal, more intimate, but you can actually screen cap the screen right now and get the meeting ID. Or if you were invited by someone, you can get the link from them. And we'll cover that tonight. If you want to learn more as well about our business community, you can visit our site at syzygy.ph, or we're a community of learners. We love to talk about leadership and personal growth and entrepreneurship. So with that, thank you again, Roel, for sharing about tomorrow, but next week. And I also want to thank Ariel again for covering with us mind mapping. I think many of us will spend the rest of this evening branching out those ideas, those aspirations, those goals, until we find ourselves with maybe a work of art on paper. So with that, again, great to have all of you guys, more than 100 people watching tonight with Fernandez, and have a great evening, guys. I won't end the meeting yet if you want to chat, but this is it for now. We'll see you tomorrow night and for the rest of our events. God bless and take care. or someone had a keen